F1 doesn't explain itself. If you are new to the sport or you didn't grow up with it, you're expected to just figure it out. This channel is going to exist so you don't have to do that. Look, guys, my name is Marcus. I'm an American that's new to F1, a historian that specializes in power systems and institutions. F1 is more than a sport. It's a system, and systems don't explain themselves. You need a guide. Here's the real problem with F1. The sport assumes that you inherited it. It assumes that you grew up watching it with your family. It assumes you already know the teams, the drivers, the rules, and the politics. Most new fans think Formula One is about drivers, but it isn't. It's about teams, it's about engineer departments, and long-term systems. That's why an amazing driver can look average in the wrong car, and why the average driver can suddenly look elite in the right one, or the rules. Tire compounds, point systems, technical regulations. These rules don't just affect races. They decide who wins seasons. But no one explains how or why. You're just expected to understand it in real time at 200 miles per hour. And finally, the politics. Team politics, driver politics, FIA politics. Decisions are made off track that shape what happens on track. But unless you've been following for years, none of that context is given to you. One is confusing. It's not because you're slow. It's because the sport doesn't teach itself. And that's exactly what we're fixing here. The first thing that confuses new fans is this. Formula One is not a driver sport. It's a team sport. Drivers matter, but the system they're placed in matters more. That's why a great driver can struggle and why the same driver can suddenly dominate in a different car. The car, the engineers, the strategy department, that usually is what decides who wins. That's why great drivers can struggle and why the same driver can suddenly dominate in a different car. The second layer of confusion is the rules. Formula One isn't just racing, it's regulated competition. Tire choices, car design limits, seasonal regulation changes. These rules don't just affect races, they decide which teams are even allowed to compete at the front. But none of this is explained in real time. You're expected to understand it while cars are flying past at 200 miles an hour. And then there's the part no one likes to talk about. Politics. Team politics, driver contracts, FIA decisions. Some teams get more patience, some drivers get more time, some rules are enforced differently. If you don't know the history, it can feel random, but it isn't. This channel exists to slow Formula One down. Not to react, not to chase headlines, not to argue about hot takes, but to explain the system behind what you're watching. Why certain teams dominate for years. Why regulation changes matter more than individual races. Why drivers rise, fall, and sometimes disappear. We'll use history, engineering, and context, not hype, to make sense of it. If you're new to Formula One, this channel is here for you to get oriented. And if you've been watching for years, this channel is here to give you a deeper map. Either way, you'll never feel lost again.